This is Dr. Mariah White, host of Your Life Matters. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Hello, my friend. It's Julianne Condia, your host of Rewritten. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for being a part of my life and tuning in to grow and just rewrite your story, whether your past, your current circumstances, that you're wanting a way out. I actually just had a conversation with someone who just felt like life is hard and life is scary for them, and they were really struggling with finding their worth and hope. And I just honor that. I think that it's amazing to be able to reach out in such a hard time, in such a vulnerable time. And I just feel like that's what Rewritten is all about, is hope. Hope for wherever you want to go and however you want to live, the choices, and whether you feel like you are stuck, you're not, and just being able to tune into Rewritten to remind you of that you are so brilliant. You have everything you would ever need to go and do whatever it is that you want to do. And we have to be constantly reminded of that. If you are wanting to improve your fitness or nutrition, or just want to surround yourself with an incredible community, please head to juliannecondia.com or send me a DM, because that is what I do. I connect women with tools that I believe in that have helped my life greatly, and I know that could impact yours too, especially if you are really busy, you have minimal time, and you just want to be able to find a way to work out. Workouts that are less than 30 minutes, that have no commute, that you can do from anywhere, that get you results. Nutrition that is quick and fast but healthy and it fuels your body. And a community of people that you tune into that are positive, driven, and going somewhere, and they live fit, and they've made this a lifestyle. And even though they have so many reasons not to work on themselves, that they do, I just want you to know that community exists. I've built this community. This community has been such a passion of mine, something that I have poured so much time into, and I'm really proud of not just the results that happen with Happy and Fit, but also just the way people live. And that's exactly who I spend my time with. And I pour so much of my mentoring and guidance right into that community. And also, I love to teach women how to build a business that helps them with income and simplify that, make it not so complicated. And actually, someone I was just having a call with, a mentoring call, a one-on-one call with, I said, "Why did you join Happy and Fit?" And she said, "I needed support and direction." How powerful is that? That she just wanted to join a community and also a mentor that could guide her and give her direction. So I just want you to know, no excuse November, whether it's you want to live fit through the holidays of December and get into the best shape of your life for 2020. In all aspects. Reach out. I am here for you. I want to talk to you. I was actually talking to my brother, and he was just talking about how, surrounding his news feed on social media, he was silencing or hiding those people's stories, and just how freeing it was that he didn't feel stressed out going to social media knowing that these people would be there. And I was really admiring that, because I think that either people want to completely quit social media, or they get so frustrated by what they see. And I loved when he said, I just needed a social media detox. I just needed to get rid of some things and see it as a better platform. And then on top of that, my mentor was talking about how amazing it is that we can surround ourselves with positive information. And I do think that social media can be positive, but I do think that it's really filled with negativity. And so today's episode is all about social media cleanup or social media detox. I do not think that you have to get rid of social media in order for things to get better. I think it's just creating more boundaries and sharing my best practices with you, because I've built an entire business on social media. And I think that the tools that we have access to be able to drive more income into your family household is incredible. I think that we have this ability to really connect with people and build meaningful relationships through social media. So I do not see it as a negative thing, but you have to understand, since I'm on it, which I don't spend all day on, by the way, there are so many things I do. My business fits into my life. My life does not fit into my business. And so what you might see on social media, I'm still doing a million other things. I'm a mom to Faye. I'm a wife to Eric. We go on adventures all the time and walks, and we are present with our friends and go hang out with people. And I'm reading books, or I'm doing some other projects. Like, I'm living life in different ways, but my busy is my choice. And I think your busy is your choice, but I just choose my busy to be something that's building dreams, and then also just building my character. And that is what I want to teach people. But because I use social media, you have got to trust that I've used it for the good, but then I've learned to do things with it. So here are some of my best practices when it comes to social media cleanup. Number one, if you are constantly comparing yourself to someone and you're not feeling inspired, I give you the permission to unfollow, block, delete, hide, whatever. Just do it. Seriously. It's going to be freeing. I do that when there's a lot of negative content. If someone gets extremely political, opinionated, negative, using like derogatory stuff, like I just block or I unfriend, and I just don't even want to deal with that. I definitely use those guidelines because I do not want to be filled up. Man, that stuff subconsciously can really mess with us. It can create comparison and negativity and just not a good space. And so anytime someone is just not my vibe, I've given myself the permission to put up boundaries without explaining, without telling, without whatever. I just do it, and it is fine. So that has been really, really big for me. Another thing that I do that I love so much is that I turn off my news feed on Facebook. So anytime, you can Google it, how to turn off your news feed. So I do not see random things popping up, because I really want to use social media for purpose. And I think that there are a lot of people mindlessly using social media. And I love that instead of doing that, I'm building a 6+ figure business. Like, that is what I'm grateful for. It didn't start off that way, by the way. I remember making $4.99 one week with my business. So it just has compounded, and what I do takes hard work and your own skill and diligence, and just being massively resourceful. You just have got to be willing to put in the work. But I use social media for purpose, and I'm grateful for that, because when I'm logging in or doing whatever, it's purposeful instead of mindless. And I think that that has been powerful. So I'm not trying to creep on everybody. I'm not trying to see everybody's business. I stay in my lane. I do what I need to do, and I get out. So turning off my notifications and turning off my newsfeed has been everything. And so I just mentioned turning off my notifications. My phone does not buzz, beep, ding, or anything. It's awesome. So through my settings on my phone, I go to the app, so the Facebook app, and I turn off all notifications. For Messenger, all notifications are turned off. Believe it or not, even my text messages and phone calls, all the notifications are turned off. Now, if you have an iPhone, you can put people on your favorites list so you do get their calls. That's something that I just recently figured and found out, so that's helpful. But I just did not want to be constantly picking up my phone and looking at the notifications. So if you get a like on Instagram, you get a like on Facebook, or the little red box, if you were to open my phone, you would not, even on email, you would not see any red box. You have to physically open up that app, and then I will see how many notifications that I get. And again, they're turned off so they do not make noises. I cannot tell you how amazing this has been. So good. Another thing that I do on Facebook is and Instagram is I turn off my active status. I feel like if your active status is on, people will more than likely message you more often. And so that's just given me the permission to not have to respond to people right away. And then therefore I spend time of, okay, I'm just going to respond to notifications and messages, when I get that time. And I surround myself and I follow accounts, especially on Instagram, that inspire me, that make me laugh, and that make me a better person. I do not spend my time on Instagram looking at celebrities. I follow a minimal amount of celebrities, ones that inspire me for sure. I love the Bucket List family. They're amazing. I love following Sarah Blakely, Jesse Itzler, David Goggins. These are people I really love absorbing their content because they're so about growth. And I think that matters. And I follow people that inspire me, uplift me, and I just love seeing what they're up to and encouraging them. Another social media practice that I have is that when I'll see people on their phone just scrolling. They are absorbing the content, but they're just scrolling. They're not even liking. They're not even commenting. Something that I've started to do is that when I am scrolling, one, I try not to, but two, if I am, to actually comment and like that person's post. Because sometimes comparison or jealousy or envy happens and we're still absorbing their content. But what I have found is that it's given me more confidence and connection and more of an open arms, high five, cheering someone on mentality when I'm praising them and giving compliments and sharing that with other people. And that has been so helpful. So friend, there's a lot out there on social media. There's a lot of fear, there's a lot of anger, but there's a lot of beauty in it. I follow accounts that inspire me. I'm not going to follow the mom who's constantly complaining. I'm either going to mute her or hide her content or just unfriend and delete, because I just believe in what we absorb and I want to live healthy and happy. And I don't want to be fear-based. I don't want to be pumped with worry. I just want to connect with people who are moving forward. I want to live inspired. And it honestly, social media is not stressful to me. I don't hate it. And I think that there's so much good because of it. And it's because I'm very specific with how I spend my time on social media, but I'm also very careful with what I'm consuming. So cheers to you. I hope that you create social media boundaries, but also see social media as a wonderful space to be. And those are my best practices, whether you need a social media detox or you need a social media cleanup. Friend, thank you for listening. Sincerely, I am so grateful. I'm so grateful that you would spend time listening to Rewritten. Please screenshot this. Let me know how it spoke to you. I'm here for you. Thank you again.